My bad. Server apparently lost my spectate. So, have phones are called. Countdown has begun. dp5 is AZK's map choice.
Fight.
Following AZK right off the bat, AZK is going to go for the grenade immediately into the red and fly across, going to catch one shot into Mr. Green. Mr. Green has no armor, but does have that Mega still sitting very nicely. Good shotgun, though, coming out from AZK. AZK is going to get aggressive here, pushing up into Mr. Green here. Oh, long-range shotgun. Remember, the pellets do not drop off. They just spread out, meaning that each one still does the same amount of damage at distance. And yes, this is dp5, one of the maps made by Def, the man who is working behind the scenes so diligently on this tournament. And there goes another kill there onto Mr. Green as AZK getting so aggressive here. AZK going to be looking for some more. Mr. Green in a multiple state, actually not in a multiple state anymore, just past that. AZK hoping to catch his face, not quite though. Looking for it, nope, once again just missing it in a bit of an awkward position. However, the nades aren't quite landing where Mr. Green needs them to, and he is able to get out of there. AZK with the 2-frag lead with 9 minutes remaining. This is going to be an interesting map, to say the least. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in to PHGP TV. My name is mTarget. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. This is the semifinals or the grand final or the winners finals, depending on how you like to look at your double elimination tournaments, between AZK and Mr. Green. Map number 2, AZK won Mr. Green's map choice though. Nice bolt right there onto Mr. Green. AZK knows where he is. He is able to hit him with one. Can he maintain the ion damage is the question. Not quite. Mr. Green's so low. Is he able to do anything with it is the question. Or survive is the question. Mr. Green able to get a little bit of health. But AZK allowed to get in, getting that red armor. Not quite able to get out as cleanly as he would have liked to, but he made it out nevertheless. See him trying to chase down. He knows. Oh, the telefrag was real. Mr. Green was waiting for him and was raiding right on the other side of the telly. And because of that, oh my goodness, the telefrag followed by the ion trail. AZK still on point, as well as, I don't know if you would call a telefrag lucky necessarily. I certainly call it unlucky for the person who's hit with it, but unfortunate at least. So we see what happens here. We're going to see some pressure coming out here from AZK onto his opponents. Gonna hit him with the bolt right through the slimmest line of sight. Beautifully done there. See what comes out here as well. AZK looking for a little bit more, but Mr. Green is not giving up yet. He does get the kill there onto Mr. Green, but Mr. Green did do a fair amount of damage to him. 1 second remaining until Mega. It is taken by AZK. AZK ignoring the yellow for a moment. We're coming back up to get it. Shotgun, but he gets knocked back as well. Mr. Green is oh so low, and I think he knows that, so he is looking for him. Instead, going to go ahead and get that health and armor. Mr. Green needing to find something. AZK knowing where his opponent needs to go, but doesn't know where he is right now. Mr. Green doing a good job of staying alive. AZK getting right in his face and gets him out with another rocket launcher. He stood out of the way of the telefrag this time, but it didn't matter. He is going to run for his life right now, but he gets taken out with an excellent right there. 6.5 minutes remaining, 8-0 in favor of AZK, and he is just on fire today. Now 9-0, doing all kinds of work. Mr. Green trying to find some health, trying to find some armor, importantly just trying to find some space. AZK doing a very good job of not allowing much of that. Does bolt him right there as the red armor spawns.
Excellent.
Excellent. And AZK 11-0 now. Doing very, very well. Coming up on the halfway point. Mr. Green showed some life at the end of the last game, but unfortunately he has had a hard time getting back on his feet. He does finish off AZK here though, and he has an opportunity to get the red. He is able to get the red armor. Can he get to the Mega in time is the question. He has 72 health, 160 in the red. This is very good. Does need to be careful. He's going to hit AZK. Is he able to get it? He is able to get it, but he is very, very low. Can he survive here is the question. He does disengage. AZK did take the losing end of that fight, but he did not die, and that is, of course, the important part here is who's getting the numbers of kills, etc. So that means that you don't care if your opponent wins or lives with 1 HP or 10 HP, because that still means that he's not dead. We're going to continue to look for this following Mr. Green, as Mr. Green is looking. He has a pretty solid stack right now, a little bit low in terms of health, but he gets a kill there onto AZK once again, and then picks up a Mega immediately afterwards. Doing very well for himself right now. AZK, just the health, no armor, just yet. Mr. Green doing his best to try and maintain control as well. Mr. Green does get dropped on, though, by AZK. AZK is going to finish him off as he does take out that yellow just beforehand. AZK getting aggressive. He says, I don't care that you just killed me twice. I want to kill you at least twice more. Maintain a 10-plus kill lead right here. AZK has Mr. Green low and now is trying to cut off all angles of retreat. Is going to throw a few rockets over. Can he catch him is the question. Is going to hit him with a close range bolt rifle right there, and he's going to go down. 4.5 minutes remaining in this contest. Map number 2 in this winners finals. AZK is leading this map 13-2, leading the series 1-0. Nice bit of juggling right there coming out from Mr. Green. AZK is low and is going to do a good job of just sort of cleaning himself up a bit before trying to get back in the fight, but he gets caught by the rocket by Mr. Green. Mr. Green doing a good job here of staying composed and staying in the fight. He's going to come down right up into AZK's face. AZK is juggling him hard, and AZK does finish him off with a rocket. There, AZK going to try and finish a little bit of spring cleaning here, just kind of maintaining what item control he can. Gonna, however, finish off Mr. Green. Right as Mr. Green comes through, then take Mega. And come across, make sure that he has his bolt rifle nice and stocked up before he bolting once again. And the mid-air bolt rifle. Please, you're scaring the children, AZK. He is going now with 3.5 minutes remaining. He is up by 14 kills over his opponent. And we are going to be continuing on with the same manner. Still looking, trying to be a little more cautious at the same time because he knows that Mr. Green can kill him, but 17-3 is a very, very large kill difference to come back from, especially with only 3 minutes remaining. He can actually not choose to chase his opponent, instead to come across the other side and try and cut him off, but he does not quite cut him off at the pass. Going to come back down and around, looking for some more, and does find it, but does not quite make the connection there, as Mr. Green is looking to try and make something happen here. 14 kill difference is the nice kill there from AZK. Once again with the close range bolt, is looking for more. He sees his opponent, does catch him with the bolt, does not kill him before he is able to get a hold of the red, though. Does eat a few nades to the face and is out of armor, but still sitting at 140 health. Does pick up the yellow before finishing off AZK, or excuse me, finishing off Mr. Green's head once again. Now looking to solidify this win. 2.5 minutes remain. AZK getting pushed around and is finished off there by Mr. Green. Mr. Green with a solid amount of health as well is going to have something to work with now. Has that red armor as well, trying to do something with it. Is going to start trying to poke AZK a little bit, but AZK is going to just poke him right back. And AZK goes down with a shotgun to the face. Now 19-5, still in favor of AZK, but Mr. Green is telling the people in the lower brackets that they need to be scared, because when they come up against him, he is a force to be reckoned with. Mr. Green taking away this red as well now. Looking for a little bit more here. Can he find it is the question. Wait, gets the mid-air bolt that AZK has been calling all day, and that's Mr. Green's first excellent of the match as well. Looking for a little bit more. Minute 30 remaining. 90 seconds are left in this competition. Mr. Green has been on quite the comeback tear, but will it be enough? Most likely not, but it is still going to be very impressive. AZK puncturing him right there. Now 22-7-13. Never mind, make that 20-8, 12 kill difference with minute 20 to go in this competition. And Mr. Green finishes off AZK and does get the mega as well right there. AZK just going for the melee. AZK getting right up in Mr. Green's face. Mr. Green going for the juggles. Can he finish him off is the question. And not just yet. Misses the bolt a little bit too high. AZK going low. Mr. Green looking for a little bit more. Can't quite seem to find it. Gonna back off. Gonna try and heal up just a little bit. Missing that bolt as well. AZK looking to try and find something off of this. Mr. Green goes for the red instead. Very low on health. Needs to be incredibly careful right now. 47 seconds remain. AZK is in the lead by 10 as Mr. Green finishes him off. One more time. 40 seconds remain. That's a kill every 4 seconds if Mr. Green wants to win this, which sounds like a lot, probably more than he can hope for, but at the same time, he has had quite the comeback in the last few minutes. Getting juggled very hard by AZK there, but he is winning out that trade ever so slightly. Going to pick up that red armor right there, going to be doing okay. Does eat a bolt to the face, though. 19 seconds remaining. Still down by 10. This is probably all over but the slash line, folks. What is the final score going to be, however, is the question. Can Mr. Green finish off AZK once more, or can AZK put another nail in the coffin? A bolt does catch from AZK. Mr. Green being very careful, and that is going to be GGs that are called 20-10 in favor of AZK. AZK moving on to the grand finals. However,